Here's something the smartwatch industry doesn't want you to know. You're probably about to waste $549 on features you'll never use. I spent 3 weeks testing these two watches in conditions that would make most people quit, and what I discovered completely changed which one I'm actually keeping. On my left wrist, the Coros Apex 4, a watch most people have never heard of, built by a company that's quietly disrupting the entire industry. On my right, the Garmin Venu 4, the mainstream darling that everyone's talking about. One costs $479 and the other one costs $549. But here's the twist that shocked me. The cheaper watch actually outperforms the expensive one in ways that matter for real athletes. Stay with me because I'm going to show you exactly which features you actually need, which ones are marketing fluff, and which watch will still be working when the other one dies on you during that crucial workout. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which watch to buy based on your actual lifestyle, not some spec sheet fantasy. And I'm going to save at least half of you from making a $500 mistake. Let's get into it. Size. Before we dive deep, let me give you the verdict up front because I respect your time. If you're an outdoor athlete, ultra runner, mountaineer, or someone who spends days away from electrical outlets, the Coros Apex 4 isn't just better, it's in a completely different league. We're talking 65 hours of continuous GPS tracking versus 20 hours. That's not a minor difference. That's the difference between finishing your ultra race with data or watching your watch die at mile 40. But if you're a fitness enthusiast who hits the gym 4 times a week, tracks sleep obsessively, wants detailed wellness insights, and needs a watch that doubles as everyday smart jewelry, the Garmin Venu 4 is absolutely worth the premium. It's not just a fitness tracker. It's a comprehensive health monitoring system that happens to look incredible on your wrist. Here's what surprised me though. The Coros does something the Garmin can't, and it completely changes the value equation. I'll reveal that in exactly 3 minutes, so don't skip ahead. Let's talk about what you're actually getting for your money. The Coros Apex 4 uses grade 5 titanium for the bezel. That's the same material NASA uses for spacecraft components, because it's incredibly strong, yet surprisingly light. Pair that with sapphire crystal glass and you've got a watch that's legitimately scratch resistant. I've banged this thing against rocks, door frames, and gym equipment for 3 weeks, and there's not a single mark on it. The build quality screams durability over elegance. The Garmin Venu 4 takes a different approach. It's got a stainless steel case that feels premium and substantial. When I wore this to a business meeting, nobody questioned whether it belonged there. It's got this refined Apple Watch aesthetic that just works in professional settings. I tested the larger versions, and here's what nobody tells you about size. The Coros wears smaller than its measurements suggest because of how the lugs are designed, while the Garmin actually feels more present on your wrist despite similar dimensions. This is where things get interesting and where most reviews completely miss the point. The Coros Apex 4 uses a memory in pixel display or MIP technology. It's not sexy, it's not vibrant, and in a store, it looks downright boring compared to AMOLED screens. But take this watch outside in direct sunlight and it's like magic. Colors pop, animations are smooth, and scrolling through health data feels premium in a way the Coros can't match. In low light or indoors, this screen is objectively superior for reading detailed charts and graphs. But here's the trade-off nobody explains clearly. AMOLED screens require constant power to display information, while MIP displays only use power when updating the screen. This difference alone explains why one watch lasts 3 times longer than the other. So ask yourself this. Here's where the Garmin Venu 4 absolutely flexes its muscles. This watch doesn't just track your workouts. It tries to understand your entire life. You can log caffeine intake, alcohol consumption, hydration levels, and the watch correlates all of this with your sleep quality and energy levels. It's got sleep staging, nap detection, and even monitors your breathing rate during sleep. The body battery feature is genuinely useful. It tells you how much energy you have for the day based on your recovery metrics. Garmin has also added wheelchair mode, adaptive training plans, and meditation guidance. It's comprehensive wellness monitoring that goes way beyond just counting steps and calories. This is a watch that wants to be your health coach, nutritionist, and sleep therapist all in one. The Coros Apex 4 takes a completely different philosophy. It's laser focused on performance metrics that athletes actually use, heart rate tracking is accurate and responsive, blood oxygen monitoring works well at altitude, and the GPS accuracy is exceptional thanks to dual frequency positioning. Where Coros really shines is in outdoor specific metrics: vertical speed, elevation gain, route navigation with breadcrumb trails, and even weather prediction based on barometric pressure changes. The Garmin Venu 4 lasted until Thursday evening, about 12 days in smartwatch mode with 1 hour daily GPS activities. That's actually really good for an AMOLED smartwatch and matches Garmin's claims pretty closely. The Coros Apex 4 went for 23 days before hitting 10%. 23 days. But here's what's truly insane. I did a 6-hour GPS trail run simulation, and the battery dropped only 11%. At that rate, you could genuinely track a 50 mi ultra race or a multi-day backpacking trip without even thinking about charging. Garmin's 20R GPS spec is respectable, but Coros's 5-hour GPS endurance in the 46mm model is on another planet entirely. Let me put this in perspective. If you're training for an Ironman triathlon, the Garmin might die during your long training sessions. The Garmin Connect app is mature, feature-rich, and has a massive community. You can join challenges, compare stats with friends, and access thousands of training plans and guided workouts. Notifications are clean and actionable. Weather updates are detailed, and calendar integration actually works reliably. I use this watch to pay for coffee, respond to messages during a workout, and take a call while my hands were literally covered in grease from fixing my bike. It just works as a daily smart companion. The app ecosystem includes golf tracking, skiing metrics, and even surfing detection. This is a watch that adapts to whatever sport you throw at it. The Coros Apex 4 is less ambitious with smart features, but it's gotten better. You do get offline storage and playback, which Coros added recently and which many reviews overlook. You can take calls from the watch using Bluetooth connectivity, notifications work fine, you can see texts and emails, but you can't reply to them. There's no payment system, no extensive third-party apps, and the focus is squarely on training data and athletic performance. The Coros app is clean and functional, focused on training load, recovery metrics, and performance trends. It's not trying to be everything to everyone, it's trying to make you a better athlete. The AMOLED display, ECG functionality, advanced sleep tracking, and full smartwatch capabilities justify the price premium. You're not just buying a fitness tracker, you're buying a health monitoring system that happens to be gorgeous. Here's my personal take after 3 weeks of real-world testing. If I could only keep one, I'd keep the Coros Apex 4. Not because it's objectively better, it's not, but because battery anxiety is real, and I never want to worry about my watch dying during an important activity. But I'm a trail runner who regularly does 4 to 5 hour training runs. If you're someone who primarily works out indoors, does yoga, lifts weights, and wants detailed wellness coaching, the Garmin Venu 4 is the smarter choice for your lifestyle. The biggest mistake I see people make is buying the watch with the most features instead of the watch that matches their actual usage patterns. Be honest about what you'll actually use, not what sounds cool in a review video. So, which watch are you leaning toward? Drop a comment below and tell me what matters most to you, battery life or smart features. If this video helped you avoid a $500 mistake, hit that like button because it genuinely helps more people find this comparison. I've put links to both watches in the description, along with my full written review that goes even deeper into GPS, accuracy testing, heart rate sensor comparisons, and app ecosystem deep dives.